Yes, 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 yes. Yes, and yes, and yes, and yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good evening to you all, the great people of Ambazonia. Amba! 2 days ago, we informed you of what Ngongo said in Douala. The admission he made. Cameroon does not have enough forces to fight Mr. Bia's war in Ambazonia. Cameroon military, the defection, those that are escaping through Nigeria, through Chad, through Central African Republic, through Gabon, the numbers are escalating. Mr. Bia, there are no funds in the treasury for Cameroon to sponsor the war. Mr. Bia doesn't know what to do. That's not the subject matter for today. It's been a devastating week for the Cameroon occupation military. Before we get there are a couple of announcements. The Ambazonia Governing Council that is leading the Ambazonian liberation, for us to continuously make significant progress and quicken our quest for a free homeland. The organization has to constantly evolve to meet the needs, the challenges, and the demands required by the liberation. The leader of our independence, the leader of our war of liberation, Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba, has made 2 new appointments to strengthen certain departments. Comrade Ayamba has been appointed as a Deputy Secretary of Finance. Uncle Azea has also been appointed as a Deputy Secretary of Finance. Today, Ambazonian forces, the Ambazonian Defense Forces in the great state of Mezam, within the Bamenda Central Command, launched 3 successful operations against the occupation military. 2 occupation soldiers were taken out. Yesterday, Ambazonian forces in the great state of Boyo told the enemy who is in charge. Our brave forces in Boyo took down 2 enemy forces and collected their assault rifles. Then the Ambazonian Defense Forces carried out another successful operation to tell the enemy and the occupier who is in charge. The great state of Donga experienced an intense firepower gunfight between the occupation military and your brave warriors of the Ambazonia Defense Forces. Let us bring you that video. The war dance on the streets of Donga Let us bring you that video. Yes. There it is.
ADF live. ADF live. ADF live. ADF live. ADF live. Shake in a day. Shake in a day live.
I say una mami.
I say shake in a day live.
Una.
Kwasle nta awoni mi na say lick machine. Live. So atiji.
Darek. Una diedem no, una diedem. Una momo. Momo bo una. Una gomade. Una lost. Today. I say una bring me that grenade. It's clear. Yoruba, take over. Direct. ADF live. Direct. It's clear. I say, who's that man for that again? Who's that again, Monday? Unakame.
And then this, you can see, ADF live, shake in a day. Anything where they come with the collect shake in a day. Shake in a day. You will feel if you come. Oh, na take on the ice of Christmas. ADF they do their thing. Live, evidence, proof, facts. Live. Shake in a day. Shake in a day. Live. Yeah. Live. Ma you aku ndetana ma you one more. Live. It's live. I don't know. Let's go. Live. ADF live. Shake in all day. We go. Go. Then I'm live. Okay. Live. When are we? ADF live. Shake in a day. Live.
Fellow Ambazonians.
All right. That was yesterday. That is the block by block urban guerrilla warfare. Right on the streets. There's no hiding place for Cameroun. That's what it takes. That is the tenacity. That is the bravery. That is what it takes. A visible military, a visible force, standing up, defending the block, challenging the occupier, no matter what it comes with. The Ambazonia Defense Forces Central Command has put out a national security emergency alert to inform the Ambazonian people of the steps that have been taken after due consultations to close the Trans-African Highway from Ekok to Mamfe, from Mamfe to Bamenda. Listen to this from ADF Central Command.
This is Lieutenant General Popo from the ADF Central Command, Ground Zero Central Command. I come to address you today on some of the things happening within our revolution. I will begin by saluting all our brave forces within Mezam, Bui, Boyo, and Manu for the tremendous efforts they have put up within the past days against the Bulu Beti terrorists of Paul Bartholomew Bimvondo. May God continue to strengthen you. To all our forces of the ADF and other sister forces, I put this clarion call today for us to continue our efforts to come together in this great fight for the liberation of our country, Ambazonia. Gone are the days when we fought amongst ourselves. Gone are the days when we allowed ourselves to be manipulated by bottleneck individuals who do not have the goodwill of the Ambazonian people at heart, but their ego, selfishness, stands as their quest. Let us continue to forge ahead by sharing resources and collaborating in this, our great fight against Paul Biya's untrained forces. To all our civilians on Ground Zero, I call on you. Do not allow yourselves to be manipulated by CPTM diaper cleaners in Yaoundé, who do not represent you, but their bellies. Today we shout over the demise of our kids in Campe, something the so-called Ngala Gerard, a parliamentarian of La République du Cameroun, orchestrated. Imagine someone who leaves his comfort zone in Yaoundé to come and give you a few tokens to march in a single day to represent the so-called sham of 11 February. You will understand that this individual only wants to make Yaoundé to understand that his constituency is functioning smoothly without thinking of the lives of our innocent people. Where has Ngala Gerard been when our innocent civilians in Dongamantu were being murdered, when our houses were being razed down by the Biya's forces which he represents in Yaoundé? These people do not mean any good. For more than 60 years of occupation, La République du Cameroun is unable to build any credible institution. But in 7 years, we as soldiers have been able to build up an educational system, something which La République du Cameroun is so much infuriated about. I remember one of Biya's puppet in the name of the Dio of Batibo, in one of his outings to the civilian population in Guzang, said he does not want to see any community school. something which you have invested your time, energy, and resources to build. I do not think this rascal thinks anything good for the Ambazonian people. My great people of Ambazonia, do not allow yourselves to be fooled. The freedom of Ambazonia is assured. To the La République terrorists and their cohorts in Momo, I want to tell you this day, the gallant forces who are fighting for the liberation of Ambazonia within Momo are unbreakable. They are undefeatable. I can assure you this. My fellow Ambazonians, we have listened to some audios being made by Capo Daniel, trying to deceive our fighters to stop fighting and become reserves and municipal police in La République du Cameroun. When I listen to all this, it's a big shame. We never picked up arms to become municipal police in La République du Cameroun. We picked up arms to liberate Ambazonia from the grip of the terrorist regime of La République du Cameroun. To my fellow brothers in arms, do not be fooled by this individual. To Capo Daniel, keep this at the back of your mind. Traitors have no place in Ambazonia. To all Ambazonians, the Trans-African Highway from Ekok to Bamenda and from Manfe to Kumba. These roads will be shut down from the 4th of March to the 4th of April. La République du Cameroun, as a result of their losses, have kept their armored vehicles and are removing our goodwill citizens of Ambazonia from their transport vehicles, trying to use these vehicles as a camouflage to attack our forces. We are shutting down this road so as to create a corridor to combat La République du Cameroun. Again, the shutting down of our roads is also an economic sabotage step to break down the already dilapidated economy of La République du Cameroun. The cities of Mbuda, Bafoussam, and Yaoundé depends on goods which are ferried through our land from Nigeria. The shortage of fuel within some of their cities is made up by what is ferried through our land from Nigeria. The taxes gotten from these goods are used by La République du Cameroun to arm and drug their terrorist forces who kill our innocent civilians at random and burn down our houses. My great people of Ambazonia, we all must understand that liberation isn't a walk in the park. This is going to be a very tough moment. There will be pain, but it isn't our fault. This pain comes as a cost of the occupation of our motherland Ambazonia by the La République du Cameroun. Please, stand with your forces. To all who have funded, assisted, and supported our soldiers in any way, I pray that may your effort not relent within this moment. To our mothers and our fathers who have prayed fervently for us, I plead with you to keep up and stand strong till we achieve freedom. Short live the Ambazonia War of Independence. Long live the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Thank you all.
That is from the ADF Central Command. Cameroun and Mr. Biya seems to be packing out of Ambazonia. The defeat is becoming more and more and more and more clear to everyone, including the top generals of the occupation military, including the top commanders of the occupation military, including ministers. They are all coming to the same conclusion. They can't fight the war. They don't know how to fight the war. They don't have what it takes to fight the war. They don't have the means to fight the war. Yesterday, for the first time, we have physical evidence of an occupation military helicopter that was brought down by Ambazonian forces in the state of Bui. The wreckage was hauled yesterday. Yesterday, the Cameroun occupation military finally went to Bui to carry their baggage of shame. Yesterday, the Cameroun occupation military went to Bui in a convoy to carry their wreckage of defeat. Let me bring up the video. The video of shame. The baggage of shame that was being hauled, told openly along Ambazonian highway back into the land of the terrorist, in shame, in disgrace, in defeat, and in humiliation. Let me bring up that video. One of the most interesting videos we have seen recently. Really good moment for Ambazonia. Let me find that video. Okay, here it is.
Today, the 29th of February 2024, this one are the ARF for Bui. On the FL Murdoch and Major General Viper. Yes, this one are the ambush unit for Wynama. In an ambush. Yes.
What you are seeing, it's a convoy of the occupation military, a convoy of their armor cars with a trailer truck that is carrying the wreckage of the helicopter from Bui back to Mr. Biya in disgrace and in defeat. Please enjoy yourselves. That is the wreckage of the military helicopter that was brought down by Ambazonian forces. You can see it on the trailer being hauled, being towed openly. The defeat is real. Enjoy yourselves, Ambazonians.
Yes, don't block them today. Yes. Don't block them today. Nice, when am Nice. I'm looking for when I'm nice. They take no day. They take no day.
As you all can see, that's the wreckage from the video you just watched. As you all can see, it's right in front of you. That's the wreckage. So, fellow Ambazonians, any person need for the shake? Any person need for get doubts? Any person need for get any concern? Any person need for be worried? When I know how much they buy that their military helicopter, now how many millions? Now how many hundreds of thousands of dollars? We don't lose them. How many hundreds of thousands of dollars? We don't lose them. Any person need for worry? No. Now the generation this. Now your victory that way you take your eye, you see them. Now forces that from all angles. You hear they defy them. From all angles. For all the strategic point there, where we don't determine after the war, the battleground will be. The Ambazonia Governing Council, from the beginning of this war, it will create a map of the strategic places where they will be at the epicenter of the war. Not being for all places, they be important to the AGOFC in terms of for defeat La Republic. We don't need to forget forces for all the places of Ambazonia. From 2017, the AGOFC will create a map of the most important places when for the liberation, it will be determined. Now for those places, it will determine the final defeat of the occupier. And now for those places where the Ambazonia Governing Council, the military, the ADF, they focus their energy. And for only for those places, we put forces. And we concentrate for knock them out inch by inch. Now a war of attrition be this. That means now a war with a slow process, but it be very methodical. Now a slow process. So we need for get patience. Because you got to start to move them. You weaken the economy. You make the men not get the political power or will to fight. You disorientate them politically. You cause infighting within themselves. You cause hardship within their own country. You divide the occupier system. We don't achieve all those things. We don't divide CPDM. We don't divide the government. We don't create infighting. Now all man fight for his own position and for itself. We don't crumble the economy and grind them into zero. Politically, we don't scatter them. Within the social cohesion of Cameroon, it need to exist again. The Bamileke, they fight their own side. The Nordis, they fight their own side. There is tension within the Bulu Beti clan. You go for the Bassa, for Douala side. Tension there. You make all these cliques, they don't feel work together anymore. Within the war itself, the strategy will lay them out. You don't dismantle and end the occupation governance structures, which remain now na military occupation. And we take our time for us to punish them for all the other side. They not fit take care of the military, they not fit pay them, they not fit buy weapons. The war for Ukraine and Israel, I actually go and leave this one talking for over the weekend, but it don't just come from my head. The war for Ukraine and Israel, it don't make things be very difficult for La République du Cameroun. All the people that will count on them for support, they focus their attention on the war for Ukraine and Israel. Help no day. The help from Mr. Bia, enough it come again. No, not enough it help, save you, no, not enough it rescue you. That's why when I see a lot of La République gendarme them, they run. A lot of police them, they run. A lot of the army them, they run. Not to talk of the B them. Because now the B they fight the war. The army they did it for gather intelligence. The gendarmes they did it for gather intelligence and then support the bees. The police they did it for gather intelligence. They go only take the army them, they mix them with the bee them. And the bee them, they're not even plenty. Now, when I say for within Ambazonia, for the major battleground areas, they not step their foot out of those amokars. Now you don't define how Cameroon, if you operate inside Ambazonia. Now you don't put them inside Amokar. Everything will happen for Cameroon, it will be calculated. Now the effects and that will go and cause them for Cameroon. Now the price will be tell Cameroon say, if you invade Ambazonia and decide to launch a war against the Ambazonian people, there will be a major price where Cameroon go pay them, Pobia go pay them, the Cameroon people them they go pay them. Will be warn them. They pay that price today. Internationally, we don't teach them who will be. So, for end waiting remain of Cameroon, it be very simple and it be very easy. As we go towards the end, that means for end the military occupation, it no need for take we a long time. We believe if we bring the Ambazonian people them through the liberation tax for make major investments for the things and way the forces they need them, for which the leader don't prescribe them. This 2028, we will get all our prisoners home. We go start to bring our refugees them home. But for me, the most important thing, now we're picking the way that they stay for bush. Now we're mommy the way that they stay for bush. Now our sister the way they don't stay for bush for almost 6 years. You get 750,000 of our papa them, mommy them, big sister them. They still stay for bush. We get Ambazonia picking away the bond them. Now for leaf. They bond them on top leaf. We get Ambazonia picking away they never ever see light. They don't live for bush for 6-7 years. Those who are papa them, who are picking them, the need for be our priority as to the reason why we must do everything humanly possible. You get almost 1 million Ambazonians that is still stay for bush. How you feel sleep? Knowing say we get almost 1 million of our people there. They stay for inside bush. Now, the political occupation system don't collapsed. Go down the tell now. Mr. Biano get a solution. He not fit fight. He not get what he take. The military not fit fight. They not get what he take. It be now up to you. We need those heavy caliber materials. Recently, when I know Sabi, I be there for Ottawa. I know we'll go into details. When they see this video then, and they still see the Cameroon military, if you drive by for armor car, not gonna see a convoy of the military. They drive through Ambazonia roads. There are people that they ask you, say, but why would they still live and that people that they come out from Yaoundé? They drive all those things so that they can't pass. They go soldier, they go drop soldier them for here, drop soldier them for here, and then when I fight them. So kind of question that ask me, because he will just be too smart for answering. They look now, they wait on you. They wait on the international community, they wait on you. They won't give you your country back. They wait on you. They want to see what you would do with those armor cars. Because as long as those armor cars are there, they protect the remaining people than what they did inside La Republique, occupation governance. Then the international community will say, okay, Cameroun still get some presence on a territory. The world need for start for sea, RPGs, they take down those armor cars. The moment they start for sea, RPGs, you see how like those 6 or 7 armor cars, they transport the pieces of that helicopter? Imagine if the video become off outside of Ambazonian soldiers. They take down 3 of those armor cars out of the 5. What do you think is going to happen for Yaoundé? What do you think is going to happen for Paris? What do you think is going to happen for London? What do you think is going to happen for New York, for the United Nations, for the Security Council? Because as long as they continue to see those armor cars within Ambazonian streets, then they believe the Cameroon still get the presence. When I know why they only talking about Ukraine and Israel and Hamas, because on a daily basis, I study all the major events in the world and the diplomatic puzzles and how they move on. When I know why diplomacy be dominated by the war for Ukraine and the war between Israel and Hamas, you want me to pay you attention? Do what the others did want. Invest. Show the determination where you see brave forces that stand in front of Amoka. What if you see that video of ADF soldier them in direct urban combat with Amoka? It need to touch you enough, and it will make you feel like, wow, if these guys they get 3, 4 RPGs with 5, 6, 7 heads, waiting for happen for that place. When I've seen a different movie, right? Or when I like movie, now the things that they've been missing. RPGs and big equipment have been missing. Now the only reason that the armor cars are still there for alarm. So as the war evolved towards the end point, the requirements will be radically different. And the level of investments and contribution and commitment, they got to be different. Not been at the time this for can't give $100 because you know go add up for buy an RPG. You need $100. Okay? That means you need 100 people then for give $100 for reach the money we're going to buy one RPG. Not to talk of the heads. So we need now for change the way we would see how far we don't come. It is like a person. When you go nursery school, your school fees will be different. When you go primary school, it will be different. Once you enter secondary school, the cost of your books, they will be different. And then you know, so once you enter university, your tuition will be completely different. Your books will be cost different. Not to talk of when you do your masters, then imagine you do now a PD. Like different ball game. The expenditure will be radically different. So think about what I don't describe for you as the war, stages of the war. You did end now towards the end point, the final point. So that's why it requires big major investments. If you care about the suffering of our people, you care about what they go through, then you go and do everything humanly possible for reduce the time of the war. You want to reduce that time, make it short. How will you reduce that time, make it short? If we reduce them within the end of February, we'll still get 10 months before the war. I mean, today in the 1st of March, so we'll still get about 7 months before the year come to an end. What if we reduce them into 4 months? What if we reduce them into 2 months? What if we talk say for the next 60 days, we want to put 20 RPGs on the territory? We can do it. What if we talk say for the next 60 days, we want to put 20 RPGs for the territory? What if we decide, say there will be no 20th May in Ambazonia? So since the 1st of March, by the end of March, and by 1st of April to the end of April, we want to put 20 RPGs across the territory with about 80 heads. Then there will be no 20th May for Ambazonia, not in Boya, not in Victoria, not in Bamenda. None. Because you go know say at the end of La Republique. You know say any person, Lele Afrique, and no go move from point A to point B for say one go for 20 May. You know say Okala Bilai, and no go move from point A to point B. You go get the confidence. Say we go capture them for movie. How they go take down Okala Bilai for that armor truck. We go capture them for movie. How they take down Lille L'Afrique for armor truck. And then the forces, they jump inside that armor truck, they hold it for their hand. You want to watch that movie. You want to see and make it be like Rambo. You go enjoy them. Victory is a very sweet thing. No, taste rich victory. That's why you like for watch those films where you see the actor, they always end up win. And then for film where you see the actor don't struggle, do all kind of things. At the end, when he die. Now, what do they call that? Those type of movies? They call them tragedies. Right? It is a tragedy. One Ambazonian family, if it change the face of this liberation struggle, if they be kind enough, they show the kind compassion enough, they show the kind love enough, and the one make one mommy or papa them those 750,000 Ambazonia for inside bush, make them come inside bush, come them back for our territory. If you care enough about these hundreds of thousands of Ambazonians, so they don't stay for so much for refugee camps, an Ambazonian family fee provide 20 RPGs. An Ambazonian family fee provide 10 RPGs. An Ambazonian family fee provide 5 RPGs. When I see the European there, they don't touch them. Every country for Europe, for Central Europe, I know you don't like the geopolitics, but I just use them as an example. Every major nation, state within the European Union, they do everything humanly possible. Denmark, it don't carry all its shells, its ammunitions, give them for Ukraine. They don't pledge how many billions. The US now, they in the process for resolve their political fight and come to a consensus for send another 61 billion. Now that they even look, the European Union now, they look how they will take the money where Europe don't raise them, go for some African countries, go for Middle East, go buy materials for Ukraine. Because Europe not produce enough material for the war. Now they go for start for look outside of Europe and outside of the US for buy more materials for support Ukraine. And we don't finish some dirty, stupid, backward, primitive, cage people. Them like a state like Cameroun. We already finished them. Please, care enough. Be patriotic enough. Feel enough. Make this thing not drag for too long. When it drag for too long, the time may not be to your advantage. Make I tell you, Ambazonians. When this thing drag, because you no one make the necessary investments, and then we already pay the small liberation tax, and not be all man one pay at once. When it drag for too long, you give Cameroun an exit. All right? When it drag for too long, you don't defeat Cameroun. If you not do what be needed now, soon, quickly, fast, we will lose the window of opportunity and we will give Cameroun a safe exit. If Mr. Paul Biya died today, the context of this war will change. At one winner, make hay when the sun shine. You get a golden opportunity. Not leave them. Make the exit Paul Biya, whether not through natural means or through artificial means or through intelligence means, the exit and introduce a new context into the conflict. You will be in big trouble, Ambazonia. At one winner. Take advantage of this moment. They don't finish. Take your country before it's too late. Take back Ambazonia before it's too late. The clock, it tick. The time, it not be too long. But there should be people who will drag our foot. You don't win a fight. You don't win the liberation fight. Not leave America change the context. At one winner. If you not care about the future of Ambazonia, do something now. Or when I get my phone number. By the way, if you want to make a contribution, no matter the size, the Ambazonia Governing Council will deal with you in secrecy. Will they take an oath? For that kind, if you want to give 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, you say, please, when I maintain our family privacy, when I just win the war and all that, would you take this money and forgive them as a gift to the Ambazonian people then? All we need evidence of the RPGs them and the head we want to buy them. Evidence of the materials we want to buy them. All we to want see those armor cars that leave the streets of Ambazonia. We need to turn those armor cars into dust. Now what you want and that for the Ambazonian people then? One Ambazonia family, we don't be blessed economically, financially, if it change the course of our people, their lives. One Ambazonia family. 2 Ambazonian families. Call me, ask me how much be an RPG. I will go meet up the people that they buy materials. They will tell you the cost. And I will come back to you and tell you. If you take the money safely, confidentially, and privately. We must protect your identity and your privacy. We will always be in total gratitude for you and for your family. Save for people their lives. We could not miss the opportunity. And I get a blessed weekend. Or when I get my phone number, please, now contact me. We could talk. Let's get it done. For the love of our people there. Let's get it done.
ADF live! 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 ADF live! ADF live! ADF live! I don't know, let's go! Live! Live! ADF live!